In this video, I'm going to be walking you through the complete job application guide that I built, and it's majorly a step-by-step playbook for you to land your dream jobs through strategic networking and content creation. And the idea is for you to become more visible and to also follow job applications strategically, not doing it the way you've been doing it, throwing out applications in an ineffective manner. So, starting, the first is for you to understand that networking is actually very important, even now more than ever before. So you want to utilize the opportunities you have on LinkedIn. I said before, and I'm saying this again, LinkedIn gives you opportunities to connect with people for free every week. 100 to 200 connections. Don't waste that. Every week it gets renewed. If you don't use it this week, you get new one. But why not use them? But the idea is not just to connect anyhow, but to connect strategically. So focused on quality connections with recruiters, hiring managers, professionals in your target field. Build relationship with people in your roles or the roles you aspire to be. Sometimes the people are ahead of you. Sometimes the people just coming right behind you because you also want to give value. They can also bring opportunities to you. Trust me. So send 10 to 20 personalized connections requests daily. And before you know it, 5 days a week, you exhaust your 100, or if you want to go as far as 200, you have it. Make sure your connections are strategic. Like I said, 10 recruiters every day at least, 10 business owners, CEOs, CTOs, or data professionals in roles that you want to be, organizations you are looking to get into, connect with them and start to build the connection and relationships. When you make posts or when you begin to put yourself out there, those are the people you want to see you. So focus on quality over quantity. The idea is for you to connect strategically with the right people. I said connect with professionals in your domain, engage meaningfully, build relationships. Also, when people make posts, you want to comment smartly on their post, especially when it's posts that relates to what you're looking for, any role you're looking for. So, as a data professional, somebody made a comment about SQL joins. You want to add your own to the comment. This is how you get discovered. There's what we call impressions. Sometimes when you make this post, you can see your comments, you can see the number of people seeing your post as well. And that's how you become visible. Share your thoughts and insight that relates to what the person has shared and from your experience in the domain. It doesn't matter if you're just starting. If you have used that tool before or you have a little knowledge about it, drop it there. Even if it's the first time you are coming across it, you can go and read about it and then pass your own comment just to add to it. Make the post better. Ask questions as well to showcase your knowledge or to also, you know, create a conversation. Even when you make posts as well, you want to post about your work, about what you're doing, the tools you're learning, the skills you're gaining, and problems you're solving. Then, when you connect with people, make sure you personalize the message. Oh, I saw your job. I saw what you do. I appreciate your impact on so. And I would like to connect with you. Don't go directly to them asking for help. Build a relationship. Explain why you're connecting to them with them and make your message very short and meaningful. The whole idea is that the guide is helping you to maximize what we call strategic networking. So you are networking strategically, maximizing every opportunity you are being given. The next is the content template. Remember, I said this earlier that you are not only connecting with professionals, you're also building what we call connections. Only through this, you are able to expand your visibility and then create and attract more opportunities for yourself. So, as I've said earlier, you send a message based on what they have shared or what you understand about them. I say, right, I notice your expertise in so, and I notice that there's something common to us. I like what you do, and I'm currently, and I see that you're experienced in this domain. This is what I'm currently doing, and you want to ask for help, sometimes, but not now. So you don't bring that to them immediately. You have to build the connection. You have to make sure that you have that what we call relationship with them before you start to ask for help. Okay. Then the next thing, like I said, is to utilize that your connection because it's very, very important. Then content visibility strategies as you are connecting, for you to be more visible, you need to post regularly. Okay, LinkedIn has 1 billion people, and only 1% of the people on LinkedIn post. If you understand that only 1% of the people on LinkedIn posts regularly. So you want to make posts as frequent as you can. At least for a start, 3 is good. 2 is good. Even if 1 is what you can do, build consistency and then you build momentum from there. Then you can increase it. Share 3 content. And you ask me, what do I talk about? But you're learning and you're growing. Talk about every tool and every skill you're learning. If this week you just learned about that, you can start to make posts about it. This is what I've discovered about that is so. It's so interesting that it does this as well. Oh, you can even talk about what problem you were faced with and how you resolved it. That is another thing. Share your journey. People want to connect with you when you are not just sounding hey hi or you're sounding natural. Okay? You don't over imagine perfection. People can connect with imperfections because we are all imperfect human. Okay? So don't try to sugarcoat it or make it sound too perfect. The idea is for you to share your journey real and build real connection. Okay? Like I said, share your project, demonstrate your skills by sharing your project. You're also using that platform to document your journey. Okay? While you're also building a personal brand for yourself. This is how you frame up yourself as a data analyst that you want people to go after. You're right. When you also talk about the businesses you are solving problems for, or the kind of business problems you are solving, and how you are going about it. What method are you using? Why did you choose that method? Those are kind of questions you even be asked at interviews. So you want to be able to explain the reason why you chose that. What's the reason behind your logic? Okay. So then, like I said, this is an example here. I just completed a customer segmentation analysis using SQL and Power BI. These are the things I identified. If you post this and you will get a lot of people that will comment. And even if nobody is commenting or relating with it, just continue to post it. Like I said, it doesn't start immediately, but until you gain visibility. So you keep connecting, you keep posting, you keep connecting. What you find out later is that recruiters will reach out to you knowing fully well that you have been talking about this thing. This is how you build credibility. I give you a tip when it comes to landing a job without experience. If you are feeling stuck and you don't know how to go about it, this is an opportunity for you at the accelerator program from the London Center for Analytics. Because I'm wondering sometimes you look at what are the projects I'm going to work on, understanding that building project is good, but working on real project that gives you experience, live problems from clients also make you stand out. There's a lot of competitions out there. A recruiter who knows you have experience would choose you over somebody who has just worked on certification or just have dummy projects. The value prove that you have applied the skill to help a problem over those kind of practices you're doing alone on your own, which is also good to practice when you start. But how you take your game up is to look for an opportunity to intern. And so with LCFA, we've created a structure for you, an opportunity for you to work with Vividex to their clients and solve real problems such that you can get strong experience at the same time get UK reference. I'm sure if you're in the UK, you get asked so many times, do you have UK experience? This is an opportunity to build that experience you've been looking for. And the next thing, you need a job application checklist like this. It's very, very important. As you're a data analyst, you need to track how you're applying for jobs. You also need to be smart and strategic. And in the current day world, it is now more difficult. A recruiter said the other day on a podcast that I was on that if you apply for 400 jobs now, you probably get 4 responses back, depending on how you're doing. But there's a way we do it within the LCFA community using the LEAP framework where people get interviews frequently. So, meaning if you look at the general market outlook, the return rate, the traction rate, the response rate to your application is actually 4%. You understand what that is? So you can't do it the way others are doing it. Firstly, you need to understand each platforms and how they are applying on each platforms. How job applications go. The way you apply on NHS is different from the way you apply on civil service. It's different from the way you apply on LinkedIn, Indeed, and Civil Library. But as a matter of fact, you use those platforms in different ways. So when you are submitting application across those platforms, you need to understand the dynamics. But again, you need to track these platforms and how your applications on this platform to know if you're gaining traction, if you're responding. Don't just continue to throw CVs at the platform and hoping to get a response. You have to also do follow up. I'll give you an example quickly using LinkedIn. You see, when jobs are posted on LinkedIn, sometimes they put the name of the person you can reach out to, and sometimes they put their emails or phone numbers down at the bottom. Now, let's do something just for you to see how you can actually take advantage of some of the opportunity that is obviously created on LinkedIn to gain opportunities quickly. Now, let's go through this. There's a filter set already, but let's say I want to clear all the filters. I remove all the things that are there already, and let's come, bro. You come to jobs on LinkedIn, and you can see a lot of jobs. Some were posted 3 weeks ago, some a week ago, 3 days ago. Those are the things you really want to check out. You want to really apply for jobs that are recently posted. And you can see now we have over 100 applicants. While I don't discourage people from applying for this job, you never can tell. Your best bet is for you to get to apply to a job when it's less than 20. If possible, you can actually jump on it when it's between 5 and 10, or even earlier. If you are the first person, it's even better. So how do you get those kind of jobs? You can see LinkedIn already helped us with filters. With this filter, you can actually get to see jobs that are recently posted. So you can set a filter for you so that if the job has more than 10 people applied, you don't want it. So you want to quickly click when the jobs has only 10 applicants or less than 10, under 10 applicants. And you can see this is an example. Okay. So you look at the job, you have only 8 applicants. It is very, very easy for you to go and apply for the job as quickly as possible. I understand at this point you'll be thinking, how can I be that fast if I need to tailor my CV to every job? And I say to people, I don't tailor my CV to every job. You remember what I mentioned earlier? The first thing you're doing is to do market analysis, to know the kind of tools and skills required in the market, after which you plug them into your CV. So if you have done your market analysis before now, your CV is at least 60 to 70% ready, and that is fine. Yes, if you can achieve 80% to 100% on a match rate, which is probably not possible because job descriptions are wish list. Having the exact thing, it's unrealistic that they are looking for. You might know some of the tools, but making it 100% match, it's something you can try, but also you want to apply smartly. So we are trying to balance speed and quality. I'm not saying you should just throw CVs at applications. Okay. Make sure you build your CV with the knowledge of the market before you start to apply for jobs. So let's look at this other role. Okay, now you can see this job. We have only 0% have actually clicked, and it's 2 days. I wonder why, anyway, to be honest. However, maybe the requirement or something, or people are not seeing it. And that shows you how interesting this thing is. So if you are the first person, because if you had clicked, if anybody has clicked, actually it will increase in number. So when you click, it will take you to the website. Just follow it, look for the job, and begin to, build your CV. Now, for this kind of job, you can quickly, do 1 or 2 adjustments to make it match, and then you apply for it. Like I said, if anyone had clicked, it should change in number. Okay, let me do a refresh if it updates or not. Again, you want to make sure that you apply early. And look at this: World Credit Risk Data Analyst, World Sales Credit Risk Data Analyst, Credit Risk Data Analyst. It said 3 people applied. Those are the things you want to see. These are the kind of jobs you take your time to quickly apply. You go again, the salary range is 60 to 70K. And here we have the job requirements. NoSQL and BI. Again, these are the kind of roles you want to. This is how to get opportunity quickly. So you go again, BT, be an early applicant. We have 4 people who have clicked this role. Then you go down, it's closing on the 5th of October. Then you see why I go to the end of it is to see if there's any phone number left. Those are the things you want to look out for. Now, you have more jobs during the week. Now, let's look at this again. Senior data insight analyst, 21 hours ago, 3 people click, apply. Then you look again if there's any phone number. In some roles, they will add the name of the person who posted the job. Let's look at this. Principal analyst, if there's any contact person there. So you scroll down, You look if there's any name or email dropped. And like I said, during the week, because this is weekend, during the week, you always have a lot of it. Which is today is a Sunday, Bristol, England. We have 4 people who have clicked apply. You want to scroll down again and see if there's anyone or if you see the team that posted the job. Or again, put forward applications for all these roles. Put your application forward as quickly as possible for this kind of roles. Again, you scroll down or hop anywhere you find the name. Like I said, this is what you want to do. Another thing is this. Let's remove this filter. This is another way to also get jobs quickly. You want to look at the date it was posted. You firstly click 24 hours. You see a lot of jobs that were posted 24 hours. And you see more jobs now because some of these things will not be under 10. But this one was even posted 34 minutes ago. Reward analyst. Maybe if it's a data analyst role, you probably want to look at it to be sure. Then technical reward analyst. Yeah, it's talking about data architecture, workforce enablement. It's talking about Power BI Tableau. Yes, you see, 45 minutes and 35 minutes ago, 45 people had already clicked, applied. You see how quickly people apply for jobs. And that is why you need to be able to apply on time. Okay, 6 hours ago, 6 people clicked, apply. These are things you want to look at. And then you go through the job description, see if it's something you have. None of these jobs has easy apply. If I want to filter with easy apply, that might even make sense. I should be able to get some jobs that has easy apply. You want to quickly apply. But with easy apply, you should expect that a lot of people would have applied for the jobs. So what do you do if you're using the apply? Now, this one is even under 10. I guess in my own knowledge, it's more of a boot camp being sold as a job. Then you have this with easy apply. 3 hours ago, only 4 applicants. Company review time is typically 1 week. So they get back to you within a week. So they said, what is it? No need for visa require sponsorship. 1 year of experience with B2B, 2 years of experience with sales, 1 year of experience with lean startup. Again, you look at the qualifications and the requirements, and if it's something you think you match by 60%, 55%, please go for it. Now, the whole idea is for you to apply early. This is another one that says 16 minutes. Ensure there are data roles, data engineering roles, and all. Now, the next is this. These are jobs posted 24 hours ago. What about looking at jobs that were posted 15 minutes ago? So what do we do? If you look at this, you want to go through the filter and you go here. If you look out for TRP equals R86 here, you see the 86,400 here is the conversion of the 24 hours to minutes. Is it to minutes or to seconds? Let's look at it. 24 hours multiplied by 60, multiplied by 60. Yes. So 60 hours, 60 minutes per hour, then multiply by 60 seconds, and that's it, 84. So let's say we want to look at jobs that were posted 1 hour ago, or that was posted 1 hour ago. Just change the 24 to 1. And what do you have here? 3,600. Go to the job again and change that particular number, just a number alone, to 3,600. And this is what you do. Change the number to 3,600 and see if there are jobs that were recently posted. Good. IT business analyst. Again, if it's the weekdays, you probably will find more jobs that are recently posted. This one was reposted 55 minutes ago, and just because 100 people have applied, and that's because it was reposted. Again, I use easy apply. I could change it and remove it from easy apply, okay, so that we can get more roles. And you see, 38 minutes ago, reward analysis, the one I saw the other time, integration engineer, you saw 18 minutes ago, 25 people already clicked. So you want to quickly apply. Data engineer, 37 clicked, and this was posted 24 minutes ago. Now you can even go lower, okay? This, you can decide to even go lower. The jobs that were posted 30 minutes ago, you change this one to 30, okay? What do you get? 180. If you take that to 180, you'll be getting 30 jobs. You'll be getting jobs that were posted 30 minutes ago. Now you look at for the number again, look at for TRP. Where is this? I'll change this now just to 2 weeks, 24 hours, and see show results. And then it brings it out. And we're looking out for that number. Yeah. So I'm going to change it to weekly. Let's see. And then bring it back to 24 hours. Just again to see, to locate the TRP if it's there or not. So I'm probably going to be looking around here. Let me just refresh my page. You see that it brings back the filter. Okay, I'm going to remove the filter for a moment. Okay, I think it's the browser is not responding. I guess that is it. I'm going to remove reset, 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 and show results. Okay. All right, let me just reload the page, LinkedIn, and go there again. So again, what we are changing the number to is 180. So quickly, let's go to jobs, type data analyst, United Kingdom. Just set your filter the way you used to set it. And then before you can actually see the TRP, you need to actually firstly select the time it was posted. So you select date posted, so you can get that figure again. So this is it. We are back. TRP is back. And then you change it. Don't remove the error, please. Just change it to 180 and then load it. If you find any job that was posted 30 minutes ago, you will see it here. And these are jobs, you see, 20 minutes ago. Another one, computer information system specialist, 20 minutes ago. You can even go as low as 900. That is, you want to go for jobs that were posted 15 minutes ago. Again, I think once you change that, it's not updating the right way. So you want to go from the beginning again. Just go go to jobs, select it, select data analyst, and then click on this 24 hours. That brings you at least closer to where the time is, and then change this to 900. R900. If you don't type the numbers rightly or you raise something you're not supposed to raise, you get an error message. And this is from Precision Lab, business analyst role. And it was posted 3 minutes ago with 0 applicants. So these are jobs you want to quickly apply to. You can see easy apply. One thing is if you apply to this kind of job, if your CV matches, they will call you. Ideally, even if your CV doesn't match so well, at least they will see it. And recruiter can still have the opportunity to, look over the job and then just see if you are the one they can shortlist and they reach out to you. If you think about it very well, imagine you have a perfect CV, lovely CV, but you're applying as number 100 or number 50 and they didn't get you at all. Because these are things we really want to correct when it comes to applying for jobs. People make the mistake of wasting time on job application. And I say this, it's a game of number. Quality is important. Yes, I have mentioned it, but there's a way you arrive at quality and then you are still able to do quantity. The balance of the two is what gives you the optimum result. Yes, not on every platform. Now, we can add to this. Let's say we go to CV Library. There's a way you also want to utilize the opportunity on CV Library, how you want to apply for jobs there. It's quite different from the way it is on LinkedIn. Again, you can use the opportunities you have on CV Library to get numbers and then you bring it to LinkedIn and utilize this. Now, let's say we are looking for jobs in Leeds. I'm not in Leeds, but then, okay. So I skip the first one because it says data analyst placement program. Again, I've spent time enough to understand that some roles are not real roles. I'm just changing the mileage because in the miles to 24 miles, I think I can travel far. It depends. That's like less than an hour or about an hour journey if I'm sure. So you want to look at this. Good. The reporting analyst role. Okay. Then don't only apply to the job. There's easy apply just like LinkedIn or one-click apply. You can apply now. Some of these roles require you to have cover letters, and I believe you know how to write cover letters. This is something we'll deal with later in another topic. Stay connected. So this is a phone number you can pick and call. Okay. Now, because this is weekend again, this is a Sunday. If you try this number, it might not be reachable. But again, if you try it and it rings, that's fine. But keep the number and call on a Monday. Again, you are being given the name. Sometimes you will see not only phone number, but emails. Look at this name on LinkedIn. Attached to the company, that's another way, faster way to get to know. The company that posted the job is Eligo Recruitment Limited. Okay, so good. Go to the LinkedIn to search for this person. Now, we are trying to take advantage of the combination of LinkedIn and CV Library. Look at this person, and he is here. This is him here, Eligo Recruitment. In case you didn't find him, try to type the name of the company. And this is Stephen Brennan. What do you want to do with this person? You want to connect with him. I've connected with him already. He's one of my connections. You can actually connect with him. I think I did that not before now. I look at all the talent acquisition specialists. These are the people you need. These are the people you need to connect with. When I said earlier that you need to connect with recruiters, you can see 360 Recruitment Consulting. You want to have them as your connections, lead resource specialists. Those are the names that are given people. Okay. Director at JWH Recruitment. You want to connect with them. Know why you connect with them early, even if they don't have a job posted. It's so that in future you might need them. They might post a job, and if you don't use the premium LinkedIn, you might not be able to connect with them and send them a message as quickly as possible. So they'll first need to come online and accept your message. Accept your connection. Then for you to be able to message them. If you use LinkedIn Premium, I think this you can access messaging them. You'll be allowed to message them even without them being your connection. So the idea is that you want to connect early. Also, when you make posts, you want recruiters to see your post so that they will be attracted and they will reach out to you. So if you are not connecting with them, if you don't have them on your friend list or connections, then they might not be able to see you easily. I know, yes, somebody in their connection can engage with your post and then they see it, but it is faster when they are your connection directly. So you can always get phone numbers and a lot of things from there. This is Joshua Roberts Recruitment. I don't know them, but if you search for them on LinkedIn, so like I said, you can apply as usual. Look at what they are looking for. Quickly apply. But beyond just applying alone, there are phone numbers, and this looks like a personal line. So you want to call Dan Roger. This gives you results more than anything else. Firstly, the fact that you are calling brings you to him. Instead of you throwing applications that don't get to him, you call him. I saw this role. This is what I've done and done and done. You have already put yourself in his mind, on his list. Then he will say, send your CV directly to my email or apply for the job. Okay, so you want to call him. The other thing is that calling shows confidence that you know what you are doing, that you are confident in your skills or your abilities. So if you call me as a recruiter, I know that you know your thing. And like I said, they are being paid to search for you. You reaching out to them is making their work easier, even easier. So you want to take advantage of all this, call the numbers. Now, there are ways you apply on other platforms. Like I said, NHS is different. LinkedIn is different from CV Library. But beyond just applying on CV Library, I take phone numbers. You can even also go and look for Dan Roger in case you call his number. But I believe calling his number, leaving a voice note behind is enough. Search for Dan Roger and look at the company. Say partner at this. You might not get to see the right person, and that's why you have to come back here and look at the company he's recruiting for. Okay. Now you paste it with the name, and hopefully you can find him on LinkedIn. And look at this. This is Daniel Rogers. So it looks like it's not the same person. But I guess it is. Daniel Rogers, Dan Roger. It's just a short form, and is the associate director at Joshua Roberts Recruitment. You want to connect with him, send him a connection message, even drop him a message on LinkedIn to say, I found this role on CV Library and I'm interested. In fact, he left his phone number here. So for you to know if he's the one or not, let's go back to CV Library and scroll and see there's a number here, which is also different from the number here. That even gives you two opportunities because I don't want to know if this is a coincidence or not. How could somebody answer Dan Roger or Daniel Roger? Different seems to be different names, but the same last name, but they have the different numbers, but the same organization. How does that sound? Obviously, to me, it's the same person, but have different numbers. And this is good. You see how we do our thing. These things are not obvious to people. And this is it. If you're able to do this, you get a different result. So, not waste time. Let's get back to our checklist. So, now when you start to do all these things, and this is what I just showed you now, how to use your filter, how to adjust your URL, so that you can get jobs that are recently posted. Now, if there are jobs that you know that it doesn't have easy apply, and you want to really try to, you look at your role and it seems close, and you want to spend time on applying for it, you can do this early in the morning, especially if you are doing 9 to 5. Take promising positions to tailor applications later. Like I said, I don't waste too much time, trying to tailor. That's my approach anyway, and it's been working for more than 3 years now, mentoring people, and it's been working for them. You understand? So, however, we've done the market research before now, so we have the right things on the CV. But then, if you have a job you think it's looking very promising and you want to take your time to apply for it, that's fine. But understand that there should be a balance. Okay? A daily target I set for myself or for people who wants to apply for job is 30 jobs per day. If you're looking at 5 days a week, which we still apply during the weekend anyway, because you can see there are jobs being posted on the weekend. But let's say at least your initial target is 150 jobs, 30 jobs per day. Meaning you can go at it this way. If you're working full time, I don't know how your schedule is. 10 jobs in the morning, 10 jobs in the night, 10 jobs in the afternoon. For the 10 jobs in the morning, you can actually do easy apply for some. About 7 of them or 5 of them, you can spend your time to tailor. Once you have tailored one, you can actually improve. And that's the idea of you applying to jobs that are closer to your skills and your domain, your background domain, where you're coming from. So that you won't need to do too much. You are naturally going to be fit for that role or for that domain. You just need to make 1 or 2 adjustments. So you can apply for about 5 or 7 in the morning before you go to work. Wake up very early, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. You have saved the job, you saw them online, apply for them. Okay, take your time. During the day where you are working, you have a tea break, coffee break, or something. You want to quickly grab your phone and go for easy apply. As I've shown you on LinkedIn, start to apply and don't bother, tailoring at that moment because there's no time. You need to get back to work. You're on the journey, you're in the train, you're in the bus. You can continue to apply for jobs. Make sure you use your filter so that you can get jobs that are just posted. Also, at night, when you get back home after relaxing, you can also go back for jobs you saw during the day that looks promising, but you couldn't apply for them because they needed you to make 1 or 2 adjustments, write a cover letter. You can then take your time to apply for those kind of jobs. This is how you hit your target of 30. So you know how to divide it 10, 10, 10, or whatever it is you want to go at, depending on when you have the most time. When you are searching for a job, to get a job, to search for a job, is a job on its own. So you can't get tired. I know it's heartbreaking. You're applying, they're giving you rejection letters, but you have to keep going. Okay? That's why I say it's a game of number. Yes, you can do a quality application. This is where it also makes sense that you are networking at the same time. So now you're not just only applying, you're not throwing your CVs without reaching out to the recruiters. All these methods are things you can use together to get massive results. Okay? Submit the application between the time where within an hour when it was posted is the best way. 30 minutes so that you can be an early. You see, even on jobs where it's being posted in London, you can see 35 minutes ago, 45 people already applied. Meaning by the time it gets to 60 minutes, you might have seen about 90 people. If you go to 2 hours later, go back there 2 hours later, you might have seen 100 people apply. How do you think you stand out in that kind of crowd? I know there are filters set by recruiters, which means that not everybody who apply will get seen. But how good will it be if your CV is actually a right CV and then you apply early? It just makes perfect sense, isn't it? So no matter what anybody says to me, I don't care. Applying early is still working and it's still very, very important. Even for jobs posted online, they will tell you we hold the liberty to withdraw this application if we think we have already gotten the number of candidates we need or applicants we need. So if you think about it that way, if you like, take your time to go and tailor CV. What if the job is no longer available again by the time you are back? So apply when jobs are just newly posted and as quickly as you can. Then do follow-ups. Don't just apply and go to bed. If you have messaged a recruiter and yet to get a response, call again. Message them. Do a follow-up. That puts you on their list. Just the same way I'm experiencing it now. There are a lot of messages on my inbox that for me to scroll down to a message that has already gone down will be difficult unless there's a particular thing I'm looking for. So for recruiters, they know a lot of people will message them, especially when they are posted jobs. So you want to make sure that you push yourself up again so that they can know. So within the second day, third day, if you're not getting any response, you want to message them. Sometimes there are reasons to this. They are still shortlisting and all. However, you need to also check with them to be sure. Don't conclude for them. Don't say you are disturbing. You're not disturbing them. They need you. Okay? Your resume and cover letter. Very, very important. You have to look at how you position yourself, especially technical skills, your soft skills, and how you wire your experience and what you have built. You deal with impact. So when you are writing your cover letter, you need to capture what is on your CV that relates to the job, and then you make a message, you send a message or the cover letter, you build a cover letter from that. There's a template we use at London Center for Analytics called you having the elaborate version of your CV. Your usual CV, we say it's either 1 page or 2 pages, usually, right? But when you make an elaborate CV, this is you explaining all the things you have done in your CV, especially the bullet points in every experience you have. So all your experiences, you are breaking down the bullet points. Let me give you an example. Um, I have used Power BI or SQL to analyze customer behavior patterns and created Power BI dashboard that identified a 25% opportunity for revenue growth. That sounds good, right? However, we need you to come and explain it and be sure that you're the right person. So the question I will ask myself when I'm building an elaborate CV is, how did I do that? How did you do that? So you want to explain, starting from the situation, the task, the action, and the result. You are going in that approach, STAR method of answering interview questions. So you are responding to those bullet points as if you are being asked how and why. Then you are breaking it down following the STAR method. This particular elaborate CV helps a lot. Number one, it helps you to be able to write a good cover letter because ChatGPT or AI tool you are using, if you throw it at it, it has a good or a better context of what you did and how you did it, not a summarized version that might look like somebody else's CV. So you're having a personalized CV for yourself. Okay, by having that elaborate version, this is something that is not common. I guess I've not even had it anywhere. I guess I'm the one who came up with this. That might have another name somewhere, I don't know. But elaborating your CV even prepares you for the interview. You can use it to write cover letters. For those of you applying for jobs with civil service, government, parastatals, NHS, and all, you can actually also use this to come up with what we call the supporting information, which is always a document explaining how you match the role, how you match the person specification and the job advert. If you break this down, like I said, you can then use AI to make it better. It can pick the right skill, the right tool, the right explanation that matches the requirements so that you can position the most important thing for the cover letter, for the supporting information, for the recruiters to see or the hiring manager. And then you send it. So this will not even take you time. That elaborate CV remains the collection of all your experiences explained. Sometimes it gets to as much as 10 pages because of the explanation. Once you have a job description, throw it at ChatGPT or any AI tool you're using. I'm applying for a role of a data analyst for this organization. This is what they do. Throw the job description, the requirement, and about the organization. Then throw that elaborate CV into it and say, can you help me create number of words you can say, number of lines, or how much you want it, how bulky you want the cover letter or the supporting information to be for this particular role, tailored based on my experience. That makes sense. You can even say, please don't use those AI generated kind of tone, interjections, and all sort of things, unnecessary breaks and all. Just be human. That is, make it natural, maintain my tone, and then you send it over. Even if what you get is not as perfect or it's looking too perfect, you can tweak it up to make it more natural as you. That's the whole idea. Okay, but it makes you faster, so you don't need to spend hours writing supporting information or writing cover letters. With that said, You go to the job alert. I've mentioned it the other time. While we're on LinkedIn, as we are doing the search, let's go there. If you go to jobs and you have done, let's say, we're choosing data analyst, and you do the time thing, you can change this and say date posted. You change it to, let's say, a job posted 1 hour ago. We said it is 360. So you go in here. Let's go at it this way. So you change it to 3,600. So they give you jobs posted 1 hour ago. You can even take it up a little. Add under 10 applicants. This filter already is giving you only jobs that were posted and how you go. You can see this one was posted 7 minutes ago. This is what we're talking about. If you click on this one was posted, okay, watch, we posted 7 minutes ago. So that's why we have 100 people. So you have to look at it very well. But let's look at the first job. Was posted 30 minutes ago. No one had clicked, apply. And this is it. This is what we're talking about. So you want to make sure that you are one of the people who apply for the job first. Now, having this there, you can then even have extra filter under 10. So it's even tougher. It's even what's it called? It's stricter. The filter is actually a very strong one. Then you just come to this place and toggle it. Just click, change it to off, and you start to get alerts for jobs posted. One thing again you can do for your filter is not only can you do jobs data analysis, you can actually do for your location. So you can set filters for jobs as you like. And once you set that filter, always make sure and alert, always make sure that you respond to it when they come online or when you get the notification as quickly as possible. Create alert for every of those platforms. Okay. Include what you are looking for, definitely, right? Your location, your radius, how far you can go, set the daily tag frequency. So you want to know how often you want to get. Is it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, or 3 times a day? Okay, you get some overlaps, obviously, sometimes. So early morning, you want to quickly apply. In case you don't have time during the day, you want to target at least 20 to 30 jobs. But if you can't do 30 in the morning, at least 10 to 15. Then in the afternoon, you can try out during your coffee breaks or in the night. Apply again for jobs that were posted. Recruiters post jobs anytime. Don't be deceived. They post on weekend, they post on night, they post in the morning. If you can use your LinkedIn Premium for a start, the trial version, before so that you can become strategic. So you take advantage of this for within that 1 month where you're allowed to use it, bombard that place. I'm using LinkedIn because it's just one of the platforms I use and most important platform. I got most of my jobs on LinkedIn, and this is the approach I teach or we teach them at London Center for Analytics. Again, look at this. Use strategic filter. Like I said, all these things would help you. We have explained it earlier. Make sure your LinkedIn is properly set, even well optimized for the kind of role you are looking for. Then I mentioned this earlier, you schedule your applications, lunch, morning, evening. No, it is very, very important. Then the next is your outreach. Always message recruiters as quickly as you can. When you get their contact, when they post a job, reach out to them. Don't only apply for the job, also reach out. This puts you up quickly. Create an application tracking system for yourself, not the 8 years that we know. Do the tracking of your jobs, know the dates you apply for them, so that if you're not getting response, you can do a follow-up. If your method is not working, so you can tell if your method is not working, most likely your CV is not, attention grabbing, it's not clicking. So you have to go and review it. If you apply for 150 jobs and you do not get any response, your CV is not working. Something is wrong somewhere. You are doing it wrongly. You have to get response. When I mean response now, it's not rejection email, but proper invite or a call or a message from a recruiter saying, I saw your CV, I saw your application. I just want to ask you 1 or 2 questions, and then they want to jump on a meeting with you. Then stay close to your devices, I must say, your emails, your phone, and all, so that when they message you, you can tell that they have messaged you, you are aware. Like I said, do a weekly checklist, do a weekly review of what the jobs you have applied to also know what is happening. If you are not gaining traction, you want to go back to your CV and your LinkedIn. Okay, like I said, you want to also measure it to know if it is working. This is what you do, the kind of feedback you need that would help you grow. And if you perhaps lack experience, so you are wondering, what do I put on my CV when I don't know, I don't have experience already? There's an opportunity for you, as mentioned earlier, within London Center for Analytics, where if you jump on the accelerator program, you have the opportunity to jump on internship, working on real clients projects. So if you're in that stage where you are lacking experience, this is something you want to jump on as quickly as possible. All right. And then your method, works if only if you have the experience required and the skills. That's some of you have built the skills you've learned through boot camps and all. But if you lack the real experience, you lack the mentorship, you lack the know-how, and you want to really build real experience from clients' project, there's an opportunity for you at LCFA. What you build is the real portfolio, not a dummy project kind of portfolio that is showcasing your capabilities to potential employers. You get expert mentorship, one-on-one mentorship. You are working with the team and you have managers you can book sections with. Okay. And then because these organizations are within the UK, you can actually get UK experience from that, which is something that makes you stand out. It enhances your chances and your job application. Thank you.